ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to A Ring of Their Own. It's a KO Boxing promotion along with Independent Jewelers and Rock and Sock Productions. I'm James Monsees along with Mia Rosada St. John. Sorry, Mia, stumbled on that bit. But we're just awaiting right now the introductions of our first bout tonight. And what we're going to see basically are two young ladies, Mia, that are in their first ever professional fight. And I think there's a big difference there between just what I just said, you know, professional and amateur. It's a huge step, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I spent 23 years in the amateurs, and I can tell you it's very different.
And it looks like we're ready for our ringside introductions. Let's go to Ron Rimmer.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to start throwing them. Our first bout of the evening features 4 rounds of boxing in the lightweight division. Your 3 judges at ringside: William Warwick Jr., Craig Metcalf, and David Haas. The man in charge of the ring, Brian Bernhardt. Introducing to you first, in the red corner, she weighed in at 135 pounds. Tonight will be her pro debut from Halifax, Nova Scotia, Tasha Weisner. And in the blue corner, also making her pro debut this evening, she weighed in at 129 pounds from Calgary, Alberta, Amanda Carriere.
Here we go with our first bout and the first full female fight card in Canadian history. Amanda Carriere is in the red trunks. Tasha, she's in the opposite corner, in the red corner, and she's wearing the light blue turquoise trunks. And these two fighters already, Mia, showing us that they want to be busy.
Right, they came out swinging in the first round, which is typical for their lack of experience. And the fact that they're only going 4 rounds.
Amanda saying that she wanted to concentrate on the body, and that's what she's doing, not throwing a lot of headshots. Using that right hand to the body.
Amanda seems a little more technical, and whereas Tasha's a lot more wild. Tough girl, though.
Amanda weighing in at 129 pounds and Tasha coming in at 135. So Amanda Carriere from Calgary giving up 6 pounds to her opponent from Halifax.
And that's not uncommon in women's boxing. It's so hard to find fights that sometimes you just have to take a fight no matter what the weight is.
Big wild right hand by Tasha Weisner. Missed again.
Winging a lot of her shots. Amanda's coming straight in, much more technical. Definitely a boxer. You can see her amateur experience.
Final seconds of round number 1 from the Shaw Conference Center in Edmonton, Alberta. Well, I guess, Mia, what we saw there were 2 young ladies that came into the ring and obviously had the butterflies going for that first ever round professionally for both of them.
All right. They were definitely anxious, ready to get to work. I saw that round as pretty even, although Amanda Amanda definitely has better technique.
Get a good look at some of the exchanges between these two boxers in round number 1.
Tasha shows a lot of heart and maybe a bit stronger than Amanda.
Round number 2, a ring of their own. Brought to you by Rock and Sock Productions, along with KO Boxing Promotions. I'm James Monsees, along with Mia Rosales St. John. Here bringing you a great night of boxing from the city of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
Nice jabs by Amanda. Nice left hook. Now you can see Amanda's experience really kicking in.
And Amanda seems to be throwing a different variety of punches as well, Mia, which is good to see, considering this is her first pro fight.
Yeah, and she has a great jab. That's why I think it's so important that women go through the amateurs first before they turn pro.
Good job by Tasha Weisner, throwing a good left hook that backs off Carriere.
Tasha looking like she's getting a little bit tired. She might have given it all in the first round, which she'll learn through experience. Amanda really picking her shots.
Another good jab by Carriere. Tasha Weisner is throwing some shots, but the only shots that she really seems to be landing is when she gets on the inside. She has a tough time, just like we saw right there. Final seconds of round number 2. We're only going 4 rounds. This is a pro debut between Amanda Carriere and Tasha Weisner. So again, some good work, Mia, in that round by Amanda Carriere. It certainly looks at this point as if she has the upper hand on her opponent. As we take a look at the replays, she's able to put together some punches, and there's one of the rare shots that Tasha Weisner was able to actually hit Carriere with basically open field.
Right. I think Amanda really settled into her punches. She seems a lot more comfortable in this round. I think she definitely took the round. And you can see her experience is really shining through.
There's Doug Harder right there giving Amanda some good instruction in her first ever junior lightweight bout as a professional. Here we go, round number 3 between Amanda Carriere and Tasha Weisner. Carriere in your red trunks. Carriere now on the left-hand side of your screen, Tasha Weisner on the right. Good combination right there.
Yeah, that was a really nice combination. Well, Tasha has a lot of heart. You got to give her that.
Good body work by Carriere, doing exactly what she said. She wanted to use that right-handed body punch, and she's landed it on numerous occasions tonight.
Well, Tasha's really winging her punches, a lot of wide shots, but this is her pro debut, and I think with experience she'll learn that she's going to have to straighten her punches out of it.
Another good left-handed jab by Carriere. It backs off Weisner. Tasha Weisner's corner just basically yelling out that they feel as if Amanda Carriere is getting tired. Doesn't really look that way.
I was going to say, well, I think they're both getting a little tired, but you know, it is their pro debut, like I said. Through experience, they'll learn how to channel their energy and not give it all they've got in the first round.
There's a good left hook right there by Amanda Carriere. Just seconds to go. We're through 3 rounds here at the Shaw Conference Center. Amanda Carriere and Tasha Weisner. action in that round for the fans here at the Shaw Conference Center, Mia, as that lady right there, Amanda Carriere, did a good job and got some pretty good flurries going.
Yeah, she did. She had some really nice combinations. And again, that's her amateur experience. But Tasha definitely has a lot of heart. She does not take a step backwards.
And you can see some of the inexperience, obviously, with Tasha Weisner, is that when she is getting hit with those flurries, not really realizing what those boxing gloves are for. They are to hit the other person, but more importantly, they can really protect you at times, too.
Oh, definitely. She'll definitely have to work on her defense as well as straightening out her punches, which will come within time. Eventually, you'll get tired of getting hit.
The fight card is called A Ring of Their Own. I'm James Monsees, along with Mia Rosales St. John, as we bring you tonight's fight-filled card from the Shaw Conference Center in Edmonton, Alberta. We're in the fourth and final round between these two boxers who both turned pro tonight. Tasha Weisner to the right of your screen, Amanda Carriere to the left.
You know, sometimes the pro debuters are a lot more exciting than the girls who have more experience. They're not as technical and less defense, so you see a lot more action.
I think that's why the fans like the amateur boxing a lot of times, because they've only got so much time to get in there and battle.
Right. And these girls just have so much heart. You can tell that they're just, they want to do so well, give a great performance in their pro debut.
Oh, we've got Eastern Canada against Western Canada here tonight. Hard to say how the judges are going to score it, but it's been a battle for both ladies. That's Judge Brian Bernhardt breaking up the ladies, making sure that they follow the rules of boxing. Good combinations again by Carriere. Tasha Weisner just a little slow trying to come back and show a little retaliation.
A little bit of blood coming from Amanda's nose, I believe. Probably the hard shots from Tasha. She looks like a strong girl.
Well, we're into the final seconds of the fourth and final round. Amanda Carriere from Calgary taking on Tasha Weisner from Halifax. And a good left hook by Carriere to end everything off, and a great opening bout here tonight. A ring of their own.
Well, the audience loved it.
Well, for a lot of the boxing fans here tonight, they have seen female boxing before, but not to have a full fight card. And the nice thing is, you take a look at the crowd here tonight, it is a packed Shaw Conference Center, and there were people waiting outside for the general tickets right off the bat. So female boxing is definitely picking up, thanks to in part with the $1 Million Baby movie and so on and so forth. But let's take a look at some of the action. We've got replay coming up here between these two fighters, and again, you can see how Tasha's just hanging on there, but Amanda always did a good job coming out of those holds, as the referee basically tells them to break up right there, and Amanda came back and she was able to get a couple of good shots in.
I think Amanda really took this fight, but I think that Tasha also has a great future in boxing. She just started. She just needs to correct a few things, and I think she'll have a bright future in this sport.
Your first amateur, or your first pro fight, do you remember it vividly?
Oh my goodness. I think I wanted to run home and hide under the covers. I was so scared, but I ended up knocking her out in 54 seconds, so it wasn't too bad.
Well, that's a successful start, and gives you a lot of confidence.
Yes, but the nerves, I tell you. I've got nearly 50 fights now, and I'm still nervous walking in the ring, and I'm thinking, when is this going to end? Does it ever go away?
Well, this is what you like to see. You don't ever see this with the men fighting. Both the girls talking and shaking hands and basically smiling with each other. So it's something that you don't see that with the guys.
Right, the women are much more friendlier.
Well, there you see both the ladies conversing as they await the official results.
Right.
I think it's fairly straightforward. On my fight card, I had Amanda basically winning all 4 rounds. I don't know how you had it, Mia.
Yeah, well, I gave
Ladies
the
and
first round
gentlemen,
to Tasha, and then
we have
last
a
three.
decision. Judge William Warwick Jr. scores it 40-36. Judge Craig Metcalf scores it 40-36. Judge David Haas scores it 39-37. All for the winner by unanimous decision, Amanda Carriere.
Well, there you go, Mia. You had it right. One of the judges ended up giving Tasha one of the rounds, and most likely was that first round where both the boxers were, a little nervous and weren't quite sure of how to attack that first bout professionally. Let's again take a look at some of the action that we saw from this fight tonight between these two boxers, and nice to see the hard work with Amanda Carriere. She said she wanted to be busy, and she thought that Tasha was going to be busy too, but I think Amanda obviously threw a few more punches.
She did, and she threw a lot. She threw the straighter punches, had a lot more accuracy. But Tasha definitely showed heart. She was in this fight, that's for sure. She did not take a step backwards.
And again, these two ladies put on a good show for the fans on hand here tonight at the Shaw Conference Center as we await our main event tonight, which will have Jelena Mrjenovic taking on Layla McCarter. And there is no doubt that Amanda Carriere will be happy as you see her winner by unanimous decision tonight, improving to 1-0. It's always nice to have that undefeated record, and I'm sure we're probably going to see more of Amanda in the future. So basically, we've got that.